Daily Dose of English presents Daily English Idioms. Part 4.
The works. Meaning: everything that is needed or available. Examples: I'm going to get the works for dinner. I want all the sides and desserts. I'm going to get a car washed. The works, please. I got the works at the spa: the massage, facial, manicure, and pedicure. Get something off the ground. Meaning: to start a project or initiative. Examples: we need to find some investors to get this project off the ground. We've been working hard to get this business off the ground. I need your help to get this charity off the ground. Another string to your bow. Meaning: to have one more skill or ability that can be used. Examples: learning a second language will be another string to your bow. Having experience in marketing will be another string to your bow. Knowing how to code will be another string to your bow. Good walls make good neighbors. Meaning: people who are separated by a wall or barrier tend to get along better. Examples: we need to build a wall to keep out the noise. Good walls make good neighbors. We all live close together, but the fence helps. Good walls make good neighbors. We should keep our distance. Good walls make good neighbors. Farm something out. Meaning: to outsource a job or task to another person or company. Examples: I'm going to farm out the accounting to a professional. We're going to farm out the website design to a third-party company. We can't handle this project on our own. Let's farm it out. Dull at ditchwater / dull as dishwater. Meaning: to be very boring and uninteresting. Examples: the movie was dull as dishwater. I fell asleep halfway through. His jokes were dull as dishwaters. No one laughed. His lectures were dull at ditchwater. I couldn't stay awake. At someone's beck and call. Meaning: to be available to someone whenever they want. Examples: she's always at her boss's beck and call. She's too afraid to say no. I refuse to be at his beck and call. I don't work for him. She's always at his beck and call. She never has a day off. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. Meaning: you can judge the quality of something by trying it out. Examples: we won't know if this plan works until we put it into action. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. I don't believe the reviews. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. We won't know if this car is reliable until we drive it. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. Say a mouthful. Meaning: a phrase that means something is a lot to say or a lot to take in. Examples: trying to explain quantum physics in 5 minutes. That's a mouthful. Learning a foreign language in a month. That's a mouthful. Taking care of 3 kids and a full-time job. That's a mouthful. 1/8. Meaning: to be very drunk. Examples: he was 1/8 after the party. She was 1/8 after drinking all night. They were 1/8 after a few too many drinks. A flight of fancy. Meaning, to have a wild or unrealistic idea. Examples: his plan to build a spaceship is just a flight of fancy. I have a flight of fancy to become a famous actor. His idea to get rich quick is just a flight of fancy. Breathe down someone's neck. Meaning, to watch someone closely or to be constantly on their case. Examples: my boss is always breathing down my neck. I can't do anything without him checking up on me. She's always breathing down my neck, trying to get me to do more work. He can't stand it when his parents breathe down his neck. He needs some freedom. School of Hard Knocks. Meaning, a phrase that refers to learning from difficult or painful experiences. Examples: he learned a lot from the School of Hard Knocks. He's stronger now. She had to learn the hard ways at the School of Hard Knocks. He knows a lot about life. He learned it all from the School of Hard Knocks. More by accident than by design. Meaning, to have something happen without meaning to or without planning for it. Examples: we ended up at the same party more by accident than design. We found the perfect house more by accident than design. We ended up becoming friends more by accident than design. Go through the motions. Meaning, to do something without much effort or enthusiasm. Examples: he's just going through the motions at work. He has no motivation. She's been going through the motions. She's not trying her best. I'm just going through the motions. I don't care about the outcome. Hear a pin drop. Meaning, to be in a very quiet environment. Examples: after the presentation, you could hear a pin drop. The library is so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. It was so quiet in the room, you could hear a pin drop. Salt of the earth. Meaning, a phrase that means good, honest, and reliable people. Examples: the volunteers at the charity are the salt of the earth. They always help out. My grandmother is the salt of the earth. She always has wise advice. My grandfather is the salt of the earth. He always puts others first. On the safe side. Meaning, to be cautious and careful. Examples: I always play it on the safe side. I don't take risks. It's best to err on the safe side. Don't take unnecessary chances. I'm going to stay on the safe side. I don't want to take any risks. Words of one syllable. Meaning, a phrase that means something is easy to understand. Examples: he always explains things in words of one syllable. He's very clear. His instructions were in words of one syllable. I could understand them easily. He always speaks in words of one syllable. He's very straightforward. Fall off the back of a lorry. Meaning, to get something without paying for it. Examples: I got this laptop off the back of a lorry. I didn't have to pay for it. He got a new phone off the back of a lorry. It was free. She got a new laptop off the back of a lorry. It was a great deal. Today's idioms were: the works. Get something off the ground. Another string to your bow. Good walls make good neighbors. Farm something out. Dull at ditchwater / dull as dishwater. At someone's beck and call. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. Say a mouthful. 1/8. A flight of fancy. Breathe down someone's neck. School of hard knocks. More by accident than by design. Go through the motions. Hear a pin drop. Salt of the earth. On the safe side. Words of one syllable. Fall off the back of a lorry.